Exorcisms are on the rise in Mexico, and that's because of the number of deaths that Mexico is experiencing as a result of the war on drugs. At this point, since 2006, there have been 70,000 deaths as a result of the war on drugs, and religious leaders in the country feel that this is because Satan is among them, and they just need to do more exorcisms to keep people safe. Fascinating. So they think that not only is Satan among them, they also think that the decriminalization of abortion has led to Satan living among them. So they're like, no, we got to do something about that. And also, they note that Mexicans are joining a satanic cult, the cult of Saint Death, which I'm sure that's the reason why we're seeing more deaths. It's not because drug cartels are violent and Calderon launched a very aggressive war against them and we continue this ridiculous drug prohibition which empowers the cartels. That has nothing to do with it. It's because we need more exorcisms.
Yeah. Well, the demons being among us or abortion causing the cartels to kill people makes as much sense as hurricanes and typhoons being caused by gay marriage in America. Like, both of these people are trying with like Iron Age sensibilities to make sense of incredibly complex situations, and neither of them are hitting the mark. I have much more sympathy for the religious leaders in Mexico because they're being faced with absolutely insane violence, and that is theoretically preventable in a way that hurricanes are not. And so I have more sympathy for them, but neither of them in theorizing about Satan or abortion or gay rights is doing anything to fix the problems. And that's what's such a waste of time, and that's what's so disturbing, I think.
So here's what the church had to say. The church is not going to go on TV and say, look, we think that Mexico is going to get better and be saved if we do exorcisms because the devil is behind all of this. Okay? Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that because people are going to think you're crazy. Yeah, exactly. So he also says, we have to be discreet with exorcisms or else we'll be ridiculed even by our own followers.
Look, I don't think that you should run your life or your organizations by doing like public polling every day, but at some point, listen to the people who are laughing at your crazy beliefs. Make changes based on that, I think.
If people are criticizing you and they think that what you're doing is just outlandish and insane, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, maybe you should consider that criticism, not just as trolling, but constructive criticism.
Yeah, they could be wrong, but if you're splashing someone with holy water, there might be something to it. Now, but I would say I had not, maybe I should have, maybe this is a fault on my part, but I had not heard about the Saint Death cult. They're calling it a cult religion. I don't really see any difference between the two things generally.
Allegedly, there are 8 million people that follow the cult, which I don't believe. I think there are people that, you know,
went to see a statue or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But it does seem, it's like the fact that you would follow, like we have, I mean, there are definitely some sects of Christianity that seem to worship death. I mean, they're wishing for the end of the world and everything. But to just out and out say that you're following it because you believe that she will perform miracles or something, that's interesting at least. An easy way to fix it, I think, would be less exorcisms and more legalization of marijuana and some other illegal drugs.
Of course. And I hate the notion of praying bad situations away. You have to find real solutions that work in reality. Exorcisms are not solutions to issues like the war on drugs. Crazy that you have to say that.
Somebody had to say it.
Someone had to say it, exactly.